Are you okay?
Cornell. I'm trying to sneak around, but I missed Indy Monday. What can I do? Not even Metal Gear.
To save you from this?
What do you mean by that, Snake?
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake! Hey everyone, I'm Snake. And today I'll be the reviewer of Indie Monday. UnMetal, the game we're reviewing today, is an indie 2D action adventure game developed by UnEpic Friend and it's published by Hidden Trap. It is inspired by the classic 80s and 90s action movies and retro-style video games such as Metal Gear. The game
Alright, let me stop you right there, Snake. This game was created by Francisco Teles de Menes, also known as On Epic Fran. The graphics by Marcel Grisis Rochina, and the music was created by Jose Jaime Hidalgo de la Torre. You can see that this game was filled with Latin creators. That's amazing. Also, this game, it's just very humoristic, and I pretty much just enjoy this game so much. Alright, so let's go really quickly on the basics. What are the gameplay mechanics? The gameplay core on this game, it's actually exceptional. I love how the gameplay mechanics works. Every single item, it's honestly really helpful for your mission to stop the secret invasion planner strategy. So basically, the controls are really responsive. You can shoot basically. I like this really interesting mechanic that you can't kill anyone, unlike Metal Gear, that you can actually shoot people, but you have to heal them. That it's pretty interesting. It's really innovative on my perspective. I never had a game that you have to shoot someone and then heal them. The graphics and art style are really interesting. I actually enjoy the pixels. I don't know about other people. I actually enjoyed a lot the pixel art style that is introduced in this game. It's actually reminds me of the actual original Metal Gear Solid, and also reminds me of the past games like Broforce. I love Broforce, and this art style reminds me of that game. So the story on this game is actually our hero Jesse Fox. He's storytelling of a crime that he didn't commit. Now it's you as the player to follow that narrative that he's going through, and it also everything also depends on how you choose on what you have to do. He sometimes like tries to remember, you have to like help him remember, and it's really interesting about how that choice that you make impacts on the story. The audio and design are really interesting, I mean, it's actually like not that innovative on my part. Like, it's actually pretty decent. It's nothing out of the extraordinary. It's actually like a 64-bit game. Like, it's not actually that innovative on my part. Level and design, they are absolutely astonishing. I really enjoy the part that he's like describing the scenery. It's really, really interesting and innovative on my part. Like, I actually enjoy that. This game has a lot of replayability. It's actually this game is actually not for everyone in terms of replayability. This game's only for those that are true Metal Gear fans. Like, they understand references and they want like every Easter egg, every piece of knowledge. But the game content is actually really good, really extensive. Like 10 hours tops, you'll pass this game. Performance, it is actually, I have no issues on the performance of this game. This game is actually pretty good on any controller. Perhaps maybe the terms of when saying like press this button and you don't understand what that button is, you have to like press every single button until you find which button does what. That's basically my only like critic on this game, that it doesn't have a lot of specialties on, like, if I connect my Xbox controller, it's not actually using the tutorial for the Xbox controller. So that's one thing. But on technical issues, I can say that when you connect your Xbox controller, a PlayStation controller, the game doesn't actually like change that perspective. I can guess. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen yet. Like, if I connect a direct controller, because I already used a wireless controller, so that maybe that's the reason that happened. Um, on other terms, the difficulty on this game is actually pretty interesting. Actually, the game is not hard per se. I actually like made some cheeses back on some parts of the game, like the soldiers that don't just pass through the corners and everything, and you're just standing over there and you just punch them in the face and that's it. Like, yeah, that's basically my difficulty. On learnings, it's actually pretty basic. I didn't find this game such hard like other games, so obviously. This game is actually pretty easy. Like, you understand and you start learning and you know what to do. Like, there's this part that you have to rescue the doctor in less than 2 minutes. I found that part pretty hard because basically you have to go through to your thermal jacket so you don't get caught, and basically there's soldiers everywhere if you don't go through that jacket. But anyways, that's basically, like, you start learning. The game is well balanced in my time, and basically it's not for every player. Like, if you're a casual player, this game is not for you, sadly. um, Basically, on comparing this game to other games, I find UnMetal pretty interesting. I find UnMetal like a game that is actually trying to give its own shot on the stealth action franchise, and I actually find it pretty interesting how all the tools are used, just like Metal Gear Solid 1. Overall recommendation, I actually give this game a 10 out of 10. It's pretty interesting, and in strength and weaknesses, I find this game pretty innovative, pretty interesting, and actually pretty funny, humorous. And in weaknesses, well, I think this game is not for everyone, at least not for Metal Gear Solid fans. And also, on my point is the inputs and controllers. But that is all it. I hope you have enjoyed this Indie Monday review. I'll see you on the next Indie Monday.
Had to admit that Mr. Fox had one convincing argument.
Fox, what are you waiting for? Hurry up, son. We are running out of time. For heaven's sake, put on the parachute.
The next thing I remember was waking up, hanging from the parachute tangled to a tree.
Here's the money. Fuck! So much money! That hooker scruff is all yours. Here's the key. And that's how I bought the ship I would finally escape in. I wish to enter the labyrinth.
Then say friend in Elvish, and the door will open.
Friend in Elvish. Shit. Turns out the mental patient was a fucking Lord of the Rings geek. What person in their right mind knows how to say friend in Elvish? I found an old rusted sword. 1,000 years ago, it could have been of use. But this was current year, so I tossed it.